In the city of Susa in the Persian Empire, there was a Jewish man named Mordecai who had raised his cousin Esther as his own daughter after her parents died. He sat at the king's gate. She was beautiful in form and face, and no one knew she was Jewish. The king commanded that beautiful young women be gathered to Susa. Esther was taken to the palace. She won the favor of everyone who saw her. But she did not reveal her people or her family because Mordecai had told her not to. The king loved Esther more than all the other women, and she won grace and favor in his sight more than all the rest. So he set the royal crown on her head and made her queen. The king had promoted Haman above all the other officials. All the royal servants at the king's gate bowed down to Haman, but Mordecai would not bow. Haman saw that Mordecai would not bow and was filled with fury. There is a certain people scattered among the peoples of your kingdom whose customs are different. It is not in the king's interest to tolerate them. The king took his signet ring and gave it to Haman. Do with the people as you please. When Mordecai learned of the edict, he tore his clothes and put on sackcloth and ash. And he went to the gate of the king's palace and mourned. In every province the Jews wept and fasted, for the edict had been sent. Do not think that in the king's palace you will escape any more than all the other Jews. And who knows whether you have not come to the kingdom for such a time as this? Gather all the Jews of Susa and fast for me. I and my young women will fast also, and then I will go to the king, though it is against the law. And if I perish, I perish. On the third day, Esther put on her royal robes and stood in the inner court of the king's palace, opposite the king's hall. She walked toward what could kill her. When the king saw Queen Esther standing in the court, she won favor in his sight, and he held out to her the golden scepter that was in his hand. Then Esther approached and touched the tip of the scepter. If I have found favor in your sight, O king, let my life be given me and the lives of my people, for we have been sold to be destroyed. The king asked, Who is he? Esther said, This wicked Haman. Then Haman fell on the couch where Esther was, pleading for his life. The king said, Will he even assault the queen in my own house? So they covered Haman's face. And the king said, Hang him on the very gallows he prepared for Mordecai. Mordecai went out from the presence of the king in royal robes of blue and white, with a great golden crown and a robe of fine linen and purple. And the city of Susa shouted and rejoiced. Esther had come to the kingdom for such a time as this. She chose her people over her safety. She named the truth at the table of power. And the girl at the gate became the queen who saved her people.